Mediaverse podcast, and don't ask us how, but we both actually got our hands on a PS5. Mine's at home right now, but I'll explain what's happening. Yeah, the fun thing is how we acquired them.
I think I got stupidly lucky.
Same.
I can't believe I actually got it from GameStop.
Yeah, same here. And GameStop was like the only one that did like the bundles before they put it behind a paywall, which was the GameStop rewards card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I got stupidly lucky. I remember watching Superman Lois, and I was like, why not? I was on my computer like this, and then I was just like, okay. I had money all ready to go just to be like, just in case. So I was like, let's do it. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Had literally almost, like the heart racing, couldn't believe it's actually happening. You did it on your cell phone.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. I kept refreshing the GameStop because they had two things. They had the standard edition, then they had a digital edition, and then they had a bundle with the regular non-digital with like Spider-Man, Call of Duty, an extra controller, and $25 GameStop gift card.
Yeah, I got the Spider-Man Miles Morales one, an extra controller, and then the $25 of GameStop card, which I actually did use on a PS5 game to make it cheaper. Which is, everyone said these bundles are just they're trying to mark you up so they can. Well, yeah, they're trying to mark you up so they can make a profit. I get it,
but they're also doing it because it's way harder to scalp.
Yeah. Also, they're not selling you crap. They're just selling you here's a controller. You're gonna need an extra controller eventually. Here's a gift card. Here, you're gonna buy a game. I mean, why not? And then I think my personal favorite was I'm trying to remember and then a game, and luckily it was just one game. You got two though, but you traded that one in for a different one.
Yeah, I traded that in immediately.
Yeah, especially right now, it was Call of Duty World at War and the whole investigation that's going on.
Yeah, it
wasn't Black Ops 4 Cold War.
Yeah, whatever it is, the newest one. Yeah, I don't really play Call of Duty anymore.
Same.
I haven't since the 360 generation. I'm not huge into first person shooters really recently. Not that some don't pull me in on occasion, like Overwatch did for a little while, but
in Borderlands,
I think I kind of like got my FPS phase out during the 360 generation, and now I'm kind of just more of like a
just find what you need.
Yeah,
like that's the same thing with me. Like I'm now gotten to more RPGs than ever, and it's like the PlayStation 4 generation is like the generation of really amazing RPGs.
Oh, totally.
And not just regular RPGs, JRPGs. Like they made a comeback on those things. Like as much as people don't like Final Fantasy 15, I must be a freak. I enjoyed that one. Dragon Quest 11 was a really good one. A lot of really good Tales games came out on there. Like it's like PS4 is a really good generation.
Yeah. And obviously I think they kind of won the generation. I think Switch was kind of coming in the end.
Yeah.
Just because of like the monster hits that they kind of had in the end, but I don't think it beat like the overall just like hit after hit after hit on the PlayStation. The PlayStation got a little dry after a while.
Yeah.
Like, I think like God of War was like the last really good game that came out on the PlayStation. Was that only PlayStation?
Yeah, it was a PlayStation. Now it's coming on PC now.
Yeah. Well, but, I don't really count PC.
But you forgot about Ghost of Tsushima though.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that was only PlayStation.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima was it's done by Sucker Punch, which Sony bought during Ghost of Tsushima's development.
Yeah. I forgot about that. I thought that was like that was everything out on everything.
Yeah.
Also, I played that way later. I played that like a
month ago. Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, but that was also PlayStation 5.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general, like the PlayStation 4, like that.
Oh, you mean like just this Amazing Spider-Man game that came out?
Yeah.
That's a long time ago at this point, though.
Yeah, and they remastered it for the system.
Yeah, and then my personal favorite, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, which I finally got that on SSD.
Yeah, I was a little upset that it didn't win Game of the Year.
Yeah, there was a meme about it where it's just like
they won every other award there.
Yeah, but still, they won every other award though, which is still good. It was just funny, like, and reward goes to, and then you see Red Dead Redemption and The Simpsons, Greg Money, God of War. All
right, I could talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
Like, my thing, okay, here's how I was explaining it to Jake, is basically God of War is a great game,
Yeah.
right? Always gonna be one of the greatest franchises of all time. Every single one of their games just rocks it. Like it's an amazing game after amazing game. Amazing storyline, great storytelling,
Yep.
great voice acting, like great visuals. It literally has everything that a game needs.
Yep.
Okay. But Red Dead Redemption is not a game. It's a once in a lifetime experience that you're living in, and you're playing more than a game.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Like just the little things in Red Dead. Like because like God of War isn't really open world. It's like kind of, but you kind of go places and
it's
like
pseudo open world.
It's like pseudo open world. It's kind of got like a hub world and you kind of just like go from there.
Yeah.
But like Red Dead Redemption is it's an entire state.
Yeah.
And like just to mention like little things that happen in that game. Like one of the things that you can come across is like you could just be riding on your horse, just going down the street, or going down like the street, and you just see a cutscene start where like a tree is falling on a person on the side of the road,
and you help them out.
Yeah, you could go and help them out, and if you don't, they die, and like your hero meter goes down. Like,
and either reward you later.
Yeah, or like somebody's stuck in like a bear trap, or like somebody's wounded, or like being held by officers, and you could choose to help them. Like, all these small little things that make the game really good. And also the storyline was amazing in that game.
Yeah.
Also, it had an amazing storyline about like a guy turning pretty much his entire life around and realizing after his sickness sets in, which is really early in the game, so don't give me shit for talking about that.
It's a 5-year-old game.
Yeah, no, I mean like it happens early in the game.
No, I'm just saying it's a 5-year-old game now.
Yeah, also.
Wait.
I don't know about 5 years old, but
4 years old. Yeah, it's gonna hit 5 and a couple.
But like I put so much time into that game, and God of War doesn't really have that aspect. Yeah. God of War doesn't have really replay factor. Like as where Red Dead Redemption has the online, it has like
yeah, but I can tell you something about like the Game Awards. Like we're not trying to turn it around. We're just trying to make it just finish it. I've noticed like they do take consideration of 40% or something of your votes, but it's really them we're like choosing at the end. And pretty much like there were some things I agreed during the last year one, and I was like, I already knew like, which apparently is controversial, liking Last of Us Part 2. Like,
why? It was a good game.
It's because of stupid people going on the internet saying I'm not gonna get into it because I don't like putting that stuff on my channel because it's like it's stupid. I think the point is like I can understand why they made a game of the year. It pushed the media of storytelling. There's some problems with the storytelling I have where it should have been executed. Like it should have been executed a little bit differently. That's my opinion. Or it would have been really good. But it's still like all the other stuff, like the sound design. Like some people are like, no, Doom deserves that. I said no. They're talking about sound design, like the immersion, not soundtrack. Which Doom
that is a very different thing that people have to understand. Like as much as I love Saints Row and like games like Need for Speed Most Wanted and some of these older games soundtracks, they're just songs stolen from other people. They're not They're not original sound design like some.
They're not stolen. They're licensly paid.
Like Red Dead Redemption had its own original soundtrack.
Oh yeah,
and that's amazing.
Yeah,
I love listening to that.
But anyway though, we're here talking about the PS5. That was a long rant.
But yeah,
it's an 8-minute rant. I'm sorry.
I mean, God of War's coming out on the PlayStation soon. Ragnarok.
Yeah, but this is a system that's really hard to get. Scalpers, thank you so much for making it so hard and proving that you guys are scumbags more by saying, we need mouths to feed. I paid $500. I have children. Then here's your $500 to pay a month of your groceries.
I think the standard one's like $600, right? $599. The non-digital.
No, it's $499.
The digital one's $499, right?
The digital, no, this is the $499 one. The digital is $400.
Really? I thought the digital one's still $500.
Nope. They took all the data took with the disk drive, and I guess the disk drive was $100.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
But they took that away, and Sony realized some people want to go all digital this time. So
yeah, they learned that with Xbox because Xbox tried that first, and it worked out really well. And then Nintendo Switch did it also. Yeah, but what the Xbox did was, well, actually, Sony was the first one that actually truly did it with the PlayStation Go. Which, you mean the emulator machine? It's still the system that started it first,
So, but they wanted to make sure they cash in on that, and plus Sony realized if people buy more stuff on a digital console only, they make more profit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Off their store.
If they could save $100, then they feel like they'll just buy more.
Yeah, but the system's really good. I love like it has like so much RAM power. Wow, I gotta check out the specs so it can get going.
Yeah, because oh man, like comparing it to the PlayStation 4 and loading times is not even in the same league as each other. Like I remember downloading Red Dead Redemption 2, which is I think the most gigabytes on a game that's on the PlayStation. I think that's the most gigabytes that's ever been in a game. Like 185 or something like that. Gigabytes, so almost 200 gigabytes just to play it. It took I want to say like 4 hours to download or something crazy like that.
Yep, I've downloaded it just so you know.
Yeah.
I didn't get the physical copy.
Mm-hmm. But even the physical copy you still had to download.
Yeah.
On the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, even on which they had an installation disc.
Yeah. So that took I remember I was so sad because I wanted to play it so bad, and I'm like, do I really have to sit here for like 3 hours?
Digitally on my believe it or not, digitally it was like a lot more.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was like a whole day.
Yeah, I'm sure, because you have to take it off the servers first and install it on a non-SSD drive, which means it's taking forever.
Which you can install an SSD drive on a PS5 on a PS4.
Yeah, I know,
but yeah.
This is so much better.
Yeah, I just got the specs up here. It has DR6 SD 60 RAMs, and it has a AMD Zen 2 architecture with 8 cores. Mm-hmm. Also, Tom, did you realize it's also a 4K Blu-ray player?
Yeah, just a step up from the last one.
Well, the PlayStation 4 Pro didn't have one. Mm-hmm. They were like, "Oh, we're just saving money. Mm-hmm. Just give me my 4K." Mm-hmm. Like, I would have loved that in the PS4 Pro. That would have been much worth it to upgrade between the PS5. But I bought it because I got a 4K TV through tax returns. But yeah, I'm just looking at the specs right now. It has a custom SSD, and this is the biggest problems of the negatives, I think. It may say it has 225 gigabytes. It's lying. 200 of it is taking it up, so it's only 600.
No, it's supposed to be a terabyte.
Yeah, but no. It's supposed to be 225, but it's really lying because it takes up like 200. It's really 600.
No, there's like 7. Yeah. There's like 700. It's supposed to be. It's almost 800.
And that's because of the OS. That's why.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But whatever.
Well, that's the always lies about drives is they're never actually a terabyte.
Yeah, but
like 980 something.
And you know what the best part about the system is? It is easier to install this you can expand the SSD drive in this easier than the PlayStation.
That's good.
Which which one's the disc? Right here. There we go. Probably. If you take the faceplate off, which I actually put custom translucent faceplates on mine, which are black and look amazing. Mm-hmm. You take this off, there's an M.2 slot, and you need to make sure it's Gen 4. It can read up to 5,000 memory bytes, and then after that, it doesn't even take up any, and then you reformat. It doesn't take any of the, it doesn't reformat where it takes up any of it. Mm-hmm. It doesn't go, well, it's only this much. No, it gives you the whole terabyte.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's like, and it's amazing. Like, I'm glad I bought one. I got one for like $160 with a heatsink.
See, I'm much different than you. So like 700 like gigabytes or close to 800 gigabytes is completely fine for me because I always delete my games after I'm done.
Yeah, but there's always like
I don't keep games on, and the thing is even the online installed ones you can just install and reinstall.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. Like, there's some people that just like to play constant online games, so they can just move them to there.
Well, that's different, but a lot of those games aren't a lot heavy on the gigs. So.
Unless you're Call of Duty.
But yeah, but then you just play the next Call of Duty, you know?
No, like
how many gigs is Call of Duty?
Well, if I remember correctly, Warzone is 200 gigabytes.
That's probably because of expansions and stuff.
Yeah, they did a lot, and they also tagged the actual game.
Oh, because there's also like zombies, and there's the battle arena that they have, like the 100 players, and then they have the standard.
That's the main reason.
Yeah.
Warzone is the reason.
Yeah.
Like, it is ridiculous. Like, if I remember correctly, PlayStation Plus gave out Call of Duty World War II, which I heard was actually really good. So I was like, I'll play the campaign. I've never wrong playing the campaign, you know? I'm not playing the multiplayer anymore.
That had that one famous dude in it. I can't remember.
The guy from Transformers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they gave that out for free. And that was 100 gigabytes, Tom. 100 freaking gigabytes.
That's crazy.
Like,
I mean,
Red Dead Redemption's that much, but there's a freaking multiplayer game in it.
Red Dead what ended up being a multiplayer game. It didn't start in the beginning. They didn't turn the online for a couple months.
Yeah.
They just wanted to give people time to
play.
But
speaking of Red Dead, how long did it take you to download an entire game? You know, to load up, take forever to get Red Dead up on a regular
PlayStation 4?
Yeah.
I mean, it took like 4 hours, 5 hours.
No, I'm talking about just loading in the game. I'm talking about when you.
Just like, playing in the game?
Yeah, like before you start playing the game.
The thing about Red Dead is before you start playing the game, it installs the whole thing, so it runs. No. I'm talking about after you put the play disc in and then you play. No, that's what I'm saying. So when you start playing the game, because this is the way that Rockstar does a lot of their stuff, is the game pre-renders the entire thing before you start playing.
Yeah.
So when you're in the game, it's clean, smooth gameplay completely. But it takes like 6 minutes to like just get into the world, like something really ridiculously long.
Like 2 minutes probably.
Yeah, like it's something ridiculously long. But like starting from the load, like clicking on the game, getting to like your save file is like around like a 6 minute process.
Yeah.
This would be like 5 seconds.
Yeah, no, I've done, and I done that on an SSD on the SSD I installed. I was like,
whoa. And also the download would probably be like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
For 180 gigs.
Yeah, it would be a lot. It would be
30,
like
40 minutes.
Yeah.
Depending on how good your internet connection is.
Yeah,
mine is really
and the SSD too helps.
Mine's really good.
Same
and if
here.
I plugged it direct in, it'd be even better because it's only getting like half of what it should be getting. But that's just because wireless connection is never going to be as good.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like getting a plug for every single one of my consoles.
I mean, if you find bundles online, that's it.
No, but I don't even have enough in my modem because you'd have to go direct from the. I don't have enough in my router to even.
Your router in general. Okay.
Yeah, I'd have to buy like an expansion thing for, because I could technically plug in directly for all the consoles over there, but there's no point.
Yeah, no, I can understand wireless. You want to make it look nice.
Plus, I don't really play a lot of online games on this because I have a PC. So.
Yeah, and also don't forget you don't have Plus either.
Well, I would if I cared about playing online games.
Yeah.
Online games I play on PC because.
The good thing that right now on here, there's some games that you don't have to worry about playing online. Destiny, with the paying for it. Destiny is one of them. Warframe's actually one of them, which I
honestly, if you're a game that has a multiplayer that you're trying to push, you still need something to give people who don't want to play it.
Yeah.
To get them at least remotely interested enough to maybe make them want to play the multiplayer.
Yeah.
You got to give them something.
Yeah. But these are all just games that are free.
That's how the entire 360 generation lived. Is Halo, Gears of War, and Call of Duty were like
at the end of it, they started giving out free to play games.
I know. But what I'm saying is like you have a campaign and then a multiplayer aspect to the campaign. Yeah.
But there's like a lot of free to play games I would recommend on here anyway. Like Warframe's one of them. Mm-hmm. Hilariously though, you'd be like, wait, really? Warframe's been around for 8 years and they just started putting crossplay in here so you can play it on PS5 and they're starting to make a mobile version.
Oh dang.
Yeah. But they used the Magic the Gathering method, which focus on your core game and then keep it up. Yeah. And there's like a lot. Oh yeah, and back to the PS5 before I go on tangents. We have like 3 USB ports and a USB Type C in the front, which
there's one USB port in the front.
Yep.
And then these look like USB 2.
Yeah, they are. I think they're 3s. They probably are 2 or 3s.
It's blue, so that usually means 2.
Yeah. And then Ethernet or
HDMI.
HDMI.
And then the power plug.
Make sure it'll come with an HDMI 2.1 cable, which is very important because of the latency and everything.
I wonder if we're going to get to a point where they're just not going to put the Ethernet ports on it anymore.
It's probably never going to happen.
Because people want to plug in.
Remember, Joe's like, just plug in.
There's always going to be sweaty gamers that want to make sure they're plugged in.
We need every frame. I need every frame possible.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like Smash. So
not like console gamers get like all the benefits anyway because they have like auto aim assist and like a lot of the console, which is why, by the way, why they don't allow a lot of competitive games to be played on consoles for that exact reason.
That makes sense.
They make it be played on PC because so that there's none of that bullshit, you know.
They started doing the Call of Duty stuff was actually, believe it or not, the Call of Duty God dang it, Call of Duty actually Activision. Sorry, I had to mention Satan's name, but they used to be exclusively on console, and PS4 with the main console, but then they were like, okay, they changed it to PC, and people were like, so they changed the main hardware to PC, and they're like, yay! But yet still play a controller. I hate you.
Yeah, Derek told me, Destiny has that problem also because people play a lot on the consoles and
yeah,
they have such a ridiculous advantage because controllers.
I played Destiny on here actually. It's not that bad, and once you put the HDR on, it's like
because they baby you so much on consoles.
Yeah,
they really do.
I played both, so it's like I can understand.
Like even in the Far Cry settings, like talking about the Far Cry settings, you can set auto aim on, like just straight up auto aim, like not an aim assist where like it gives you a little bit of drift.
Yeah,
like it's auto aim. Like when you hold down the button, it directly looks at their head. Like you're babied on consoles.
Yeah,
which I think is kind of ridiculous.
It is.
I think it takes away from the game experience, but as becoming more of like a casual gamer, I care less and less. But I think there's a certain point to where they should be doing it, and there's a fine line of being able to automatically look at everybody's heads and shoot.
Yeah,
it just becomes really boring.
That's kind of why I started playing more RPGs, because it takes like no skill. You just need to know like everything you need to, what weapons are good and everything. But there's also other games I've been playing too, and I have like a stack right here. A couple of recommendations, a couple I have digitally. I will go for some of the digital ones first that are not here. I would recommend Final Fantasy VII actually, because the remake is really good. It shows how fast everything goes, and if you put it on prefer mode instead of performance, it runs smoothly. It still looks beautiful. Oh, there's some people that are like, I need to have everything. I'm like, yeah, I'm gotten so used to 60 frames per second because of the PlayStation Pro that I just don't care anymore. I want PlayStation. I just want to be a smooth 60 right now. I know there's under 20, but I don't have that TV yet.
Yeah, I know.
So, and then I think I
finally have a decent television.
Also, another good one I've recently been playing, and you'll be like, wait, what? Because they remastered it, but it's only on the Epic Game Store because Epic is publishing it. The Alan Wake remaster. And apparently, they have their own cinematic universe.
Oh.
Yeah, with Control.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, they did. They started connecting the games during the DLC, which I was like, wait, what? These two things are connected? It's pretty much if Stephen King got sucked into his books. That's basically the premise, I could say. And it was $30. I recommend it. You might like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was on the 360.
I've just been looking for things to play so badly that I bought Far Cry.
Yeah, I'm just saying that because $30, you're not wasting too much money.
And speaking of Far Cry, it has the triggers.
The haptic feedback.
The tension figure.
I'm glad you actually mentioned it because I'm about to forget about that.
Yeah. So the controller has a lot of functions. It's pretty close to the last controller with like a couple added things, like the touchpad.
The touchpad was.
That's a cool little thing that they added. And then also the triggers in some games that require guns,
which is adaptive triggers,
have a tension control depending on the gun you're using.
Some of them not just guns. It's also like bow and arrows. Like you feel the tension.
Yeah.
Like if you actually, I don't think you ever notice it because it's very, very slight.
Oh no, in Far Cry it's really
No, it's very slight with this one. Morales in the web swing. You actually you feel the tension of the bow of the string through the rumbling.
Yeah, but for Far Cry it's very severe.
That's like every shooter.
They want it to feel like,
And you can turn those features off if you don't like them. What have I? A very competitive gamer need this stupid things. I don't need realism. I just need a kill.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
I've really gotten out of that mindset about a lot of things.
Nah.
Like, I've kind of just, like, cycled around. Because you can look at my 360 games and just see, like, Gears, Call of Duty.
Yeah, I still like playing those. I played
Halo.
the new one. I played the new Gears.
I literally played through. I other than in the 360 generation, I played every Call of Duty, every Gears, every Halo. So.
Yeah.
and competitively. Like I would play nonstop all the time.
Yeah.
I loved all of them. Story mode wise, you know. But as far as PlayStation 5 goes, there isn't any that really wrap me. Like Call of Duty's really the only one that, and I guess like Fortnite, but I don't really count that.
Fortnite, I wanted to play Fortnite when the original concept of it, save the world, but then it started turning into this battle royale. But that was because Epic needed to do something to save themselves, so they just.
And now they made one of the most played games of all time.
Their metaverse, which apparently is a term for their virtual world. Yeah, I finally looked that up.
Yeah,
they're trying to say Fortnite isn't a game; it's a metaverse, and I go. They said like it's so many stupid things.
Yeah, whatever.
I got some game recommendations though, so
yeah.
Like you played like one or two so far. I know Miles Morales is up there, right?
Miles Morales?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Miles Morales is up there, especially if you get the Ultimate Edition. That's the one worth it.
That's the best game on the console right now.
Yeah.
The only like really good game.
The best game though is it's right underneath here that shows you everything the PlayStation can do. Ratchet and Clank, ripped apart. This game literally will show you everything the PlayStation can do, more than just their tech demo, which was that built within that actual playroom. Like it can show you how good the graphics are. It has different modes. Like if you put it into fidelity mode, you can see how shiny Clank is. You can see the reflection in the eyes. Like, oh my god! And I actually platinumed this.
Yeah.
Which I was amazed. Like that's how good the game was. I was like, this game is so good. I want to platinum it. Yeah, $70. I bought it when it came out. Like it's. Not because it was the only game, but it was like I really like Ratchet and Clank.
There really wasn't a lot of options, to be completely honest.
That's true, but I bought it because I like Ratchet and Clank.
Some of the 4-player or playing some of the PS4 games that are just coming out for like everything, or
Yeah, but at least like I didn't just buy this because it's the only game.
Because I played through Ghost of Tsushima recently, and I got the PlayStation 4 version, and I'm a little upset because literally like a month later they announced
a year later.
Well, no, I mean a month later from when I played it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they announced that they're putting it on the PlayStation 5 with an upgraded version, and like you buy the DLC. Like that, I was like, oh.
Yeah, but the good thing is like the bad or good. Like Xbox gives free upgrades. The bad thing is like
PlayStation.
No,
PlayStation.
No, Xbox does most of the free upgrades. Yeah. PlayStation really doesn't do that
because nobody cares about Xbox games, and they have to do it.
Yeah, but still,
which is why Game Pass is probably still slightly better than the PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm agreeing with you. I like Game Pass for that stuff, even if it's on the PC.
But that's because they have to.
Yeah.
Because like, that's all. They don't really have anything right now. They want everybody to be able to play in the PC or wherever they want to play. So they're just giving shit away.
I mean, you make most of your you make your money mostly on the software anyway.
Yeah, so
that makes sense. But yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. I may have the PS4 copy, but I had the PS5 copy at home because for $30 they actually give you the new DLC pack, and they give you this.
There's a physical PlayStation 5 copy.
Yeah, and but $70, but you could just buy $30 on the PlayStation Store, and then it gives you the digital. It gives you the DLC,
yeah,
and then the upgrade cheaper.
What a great game, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's why I have it here. And by the way,
not too insanely long. Just a really good. There's stuff you can do in it that'll keep you busy. I think I did 100% on that. Not like a trophy. I didn't get like a 100% trophy. I did 100% playthrough on that though.
By the way, did you know when you use the DualShock controllers on here, the tension on the bow is in there. It's amazing on the PS5.
Yeah.
This one just screams, "Hell no, Kyle! Why'd you do this?" Vinny loves this game. Vinny loves this series. Our buddy Vinny. Dark Souls. This is actually
is that Demon Souls in particular?
Not Demon Souls. It's Demon Souls. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, but
it's the same thing. I mean.
Yeah, this is a remake of a PS5 game, and I actually remember buying this on Halloween, and it was so difficult that I realized it was during a Halloween event, like the original one, and the game became so easy to me. Really? Yeah, it was funny. It was like a tougher difficulty. So I was like, man, it really pulled the pubic hairs off of me.
Well, that's the kind of game that is.
This is what started it all, guys.
I'm not huge into games like that where it's like so difficult that there's.
It's more about memorizing patterns.
Where it feels like old Nintendo games also, where like it feels like you have to do it for like 100 hours to even remotely get through what you're trying to do.
Yeah, but the reason I would recommend it is because it's the difficulty. It shows how far technology has came since the PS3 days, and the company that did it is Blue Point Studio, which is now officially part of the PlayStation family
Nice.
because Sony bought them out. And I'm like, what took you so long? Because most of Sony's deals have been like, I'm trying to remember how to say this.
Spider-Man related?
No, not Spider-Man. Most of the buyouts are mostly PlayStation, relationships. So like every one of the companies they bought were like had a relationship with Sony, like Housemarque, which did Returnal, which I have at home. I didn't feel like bringing it. I just didn't want to fill my backpack full of stuff. But Returnal, they did Super Stardust and a bunch of mini games, and they after Returnal did pretty well actually somehow. Sony bought that. Sony was like finished up the agreement saying, yeah, you're bought. So, and then another one. This is one of those games that's from the PlayStation 4, but I recommend it because the difference is right there. Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. Now this one I'd recommend because once you have the ray tracing on, it looks amazing.
Yep.
Plus, the music is great.
Yeah, it's always great in that game. Devil May Cry is always.
Now this one you're gonna hate me, Tom. My last one is one of the upgrade games, but I bought it day one because I'm a huge fanboy of this. And this is one of the things that I talk about JRPGs. Yakuza Like a Dragon. When I told Tom about these games, you were like, "Are you serious?" Like my favorite thing was in Yakuza 2. There's a thing called How to Train Your Dominatrix. Yeah, and you teach a dominatrix how to be mean after she gets her face bitten up. They actually have a game. There's actually hilariously that you play as a new character. This is a soft reboot. There's things that are for people that haven't played the original, and so it's more like when I talk about the Yakuza Legends, it's more like a mystery to the new people. But me, I know who those shadowy silhouettes are. So it's like great, and the summonings are great because they use the guy uses his cell phone, and some of the side missions are amazing because they actually give you new summonings. Like one of the summonings is literally a guy getting hurt by a dominatrix.
Yeah.
And Japanese face Jason Voorhees. And a lobster. And a guy in a diaper. I'm not even kidding. There's an old man and guy in a diaper that literally lowers the percent of everyone's attack patterns and defense.
Sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's why I've been wanting to recommend these games to you because, the Yakuza games to you because I feel like you'll get sucked in somehow. The newer ones are actually in English now.
Okay, which is good.
Yeah, which there's some people I know that don't like Japanese. I'm like, I stopped caring because there's people I know that are like, I need English, man. I can't read that fast.
Yeah, it kind of takes away from some of the play experience sometimes.
Yeah, but it's and just like I said, this is an upgradable free one, so that's why I also would recommend this one.
I played Assassin's Creed, and I don't really recommend it. I mean, if you're an Assassin's Creed person and you buy them like just to play them like I do, it's fine. It just kind of feels like the other ones. Like there was like some fun stuff in it. Like they had like some river raids and like it was Valhalla, so like it was related to some of the gods. So you did get to go in like another dimension and fight some of the gods and do things like that. And they had like boat raids. That was the one fun thing is you had like you're a Viking, so you had like a Viking crew and you got to like go on river raids. And like, have the boat go and attack people and you have your Viking group that you level up and work on. That was like one of the fun little things about it, but everything else still feels like the standard Ubisoft grind fest where
open world funness.
Yeah, grind fest, yeah.
And right now, Ubisoft is starting to do free to play games. They're starting to experiment with free to play games. Like they just put Ghost Recon as a battle royale game, and people are pretty mad about that.
Yeah,
I don't blame them. I mean, you just made and they just made a cyberpunk version of their battle royale game,
right? Which
I tried out, not bad. But why do you need just two? Why do you need two? Well, what if the other fails? That's a dumb reason. Well, this one's more of a team base. We already have that. It's called Apex.
Yeah, like we like I said, and I'm playing through Far Cry right now, and it's like kind of fun. It's just the problem is it at the end of the day it turns into one of those Ubisoft games, and it sucks because a lot of the franchises are great.
Yeah. They finally confirmed that they're doing new Splinter Cell.
So lazy.
Yeah.
Like EA lazy.
Oh no, EA lazy is like copy and paste.
Yeah.
Football.
Well, Ubisoft has felt like that a little bit. Like like Far Cry and Assassin's Creed felt different enough, but like I don't know,
I think
not amazing.
I think the problem with Ubisoft is like they're finally putting their model, which is every game must be open world now, like every game, and like they put aside a lot of franchises. Like a lot of people wanted to put Beyond Good and Evil 2, but because now that got rebooted again because it's not to Ubisoft standards.
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah, but there's gonna be a lot. But like I said, that's what happens.
Oh, and one thing I hate about Ubisoft also is the microtransactions. So they're the worst about it, like the actual worst. So
they're
like,
the ones that committed. They put the microtransactions
in the game, like
in a single player game.
Yeah, in Assassin's Creed, there's a button that you can press that takes you to the store while you're in the menu, and literally you can buy max level, all the gold, like all the maps completed, like a bunch of different. Like it's one thing if you just want to sell things like cosmetics, but when you're selling like the best weapons in the game, yeah, like advantages, like because it started as them just doing like it cosmetically, like all the way back when like South Park came out, like because South Park it's not produced by but it was put out by Ubisoft, so it had the Ubisoft store on it, not a microtransaction store. But originally Ubisoft had this point system, which was really cool actually, where you would get achievements and it was called Uplay or whatever.
Uplay.
Yeah, and for like completing games and getting achievements in games, you get points. It's still around. And you can turn in rewards and like get cool stuff in the game for like.
No, I remember all that stuff. Trust me.
Yeah, but like I mean, they didn't offer a lot, but it was just like a fun little thing to give people to like work towards. And that's one thing. But like just being like, here's the max level, the best everything, all the gold, all the materials, like. It's so stupid. Like,
yeah, it is.
What does it matter? Like
it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. It's the problem with the games these days are just trying to suck you dry because I hate to say this, but this is what CEOs say. Reason games are $75 because games have gotten more expensive and we haven't had a price increase since like the PlayStation 3 and games are getting expensive, but why you keep giving are you still gonna if games are gonna get more expensive, you're gonna put microtransactions in there? All the microtransactions are for the developers. That's really bullshit. Actually,
no, it is.
That's really going to their CEO, and they've gotten proved time and time again.
Look, like there are people that like to pay to play, but there's a level to it where it gets really bad, and Ubisoft is the worst, literally the worst.
Yeah,
the devil with it. Like,
oh no, I think it's either Ubisoft or Activision lately, or EA. They are the sinful. They are the.
EA might actually be the worst. It's just because we don't play any sport games, but I know that they're really bad with that.
Oh no, they're just apps. No, the best way to say it is more like the best way to say it is like the best way of saying it is how can I say this? The best way to say it is actually they will take something away. And be like, okay, we won't put gambling mechanics in these games, but we gotta keep them on our sports games, and then try to justify it every time why. And like in an interview, they say,
well, that's a big thing, right? Like people love to open those cards in FIFA and like
no. I mean, like, let me explain why they explain. They say it simulates real life football. Yeah, that's right, people. Apparently, real life football is I had to buy a loot box or a pack, and I hope to get the best player.
Well, it's cards. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen people open it. But
no, I know that. But to get the actual players to play on your team, I got to go buy a booster card, then cash that card out, and then I can get that actual player.
Is that not how sport ball works?
That's literally how sports ball works, apparently. Like, I got to buy a booster pack. I got to spend $100.
So now it's magic together. Everything's magic together.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So like... The future on the third party scares me.
I really think that this started. I want to say
it started rough.
It's
this generation started off rough.
Yeah,
because of the scalping and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just getting to a general overview about that, like $1,000 for the digital and like.
Believe it or not,
$1,300 for
believe it or not, on eBay, I was looking up for the specs of the thing. I saw $1,000 for this guy.
Yeah, for the standard, kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, that's because scalpers come up with like, well, you don't understand. We have mouths to feed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can feed mouths for like a month for the $500.
It's just as bad with the graphics cards right now.
And that's because people are crypto mining right now.
And there's nothing they can really do about that. And they're already having enough hard of a time putting out graphics cards with like the part shortage that they're having. Yep. Same thing with this. Oh, we have to talk about the new model.
Yeah.
The fact that they decided that this is too expensive to make and they can't keep up with demand, so that they're making a cheaper model.
Yep. I actually seen it actually performs better.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people say you're lying because I have, like, they'll make an excuse or something, but I'm like, they literally went through the test and everything. Like, they pushed this thing to its limit. There's like an entire hour-long video from Digital Foundry and another company. And I actually trust Digital Foundry because, like, what better test people than people that actually are going to push it to its limits? Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
Like, they're a good YouTube channel. That
I'm always for companies making a cheaper or smaller version of most of their consoles.
The only thing that's smaller in there is just the heatsink. That's it.
Yeah, well, but didn't they downgrade a lot of the parts?
No, it's just a heatsink.
Really? That's it?
Yeah.
The newer model? Are you sure?
Yeah, it's just.
I thought they were downing the like graphics and like.
No.
Because I heard that they're making it much cheaper because they can't keep up with demand of the.
No, they're just trying to look up for cheaper parts and everything, not cheap like the model right now.
Yeah.
Like the new one's already out in Australia and Japan, and someone Austin Evans, who's very popular on YouTube, actually got his hands on one. He tore it apart, took a digital version and another digital version to see if see the differences, and he found a lot of differences, but the fans are almost the same, but the heatsink is the difference, which makes that system so much lighter.
Good to know, because this thing is really heavy.
And some people are saying, well, the launch title could be better because it has a bigger heatsink. Just because it has a bigger heatsink doesn't make it a better console. Like,
yeah.
Like
still good.
It's the if it runs good and it runs like, plus I keep saying this, it's Sony. Sony must have tested this product out before sending it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like they must have tested out the model before mass producing it before seeing it.
Do you have a controller near you?
Not really. He needs to get the controller. We forgot to talk about the controller during the controller segment.
So, also just the look of this console, the white and black. So much nicer than the freaking Xbox, which looks horrible.
You mean with the Brock?
The last two Xbox models have looked horrible.
Oh yeah. I get what they were going for the box, because they just wanted to put as much power for that one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's understandable right there.
Yeah, also I love the feel of this, and the touchpad is really nice.
It's an evolution of the DualSense 4.
Yeah, and also the mute mic button is here.
Every controller has a mic button now.
Yeah, which is really nice to have. Like, it's super simple, and like the sticks feel really good. Even like when the adaptive triggers are or like when the tension is on.
Yeah, we should have gotten this during the controller stuff.
Yeah, but just the segment in off the looks too, because I just love the look of the console. It looks so much nicer than the stupid modem router, or whatever people called it, the horrible looking new Xbox.
Yeah. The Xbox is powerful. I'm not gonna knock on it for its looks.
Mm-hmm.
But I do love some of the games on there, which I'm probably gonna play on this computer right over here, or get a more powerful computer eventually.
Yeah, but what's the point of buying an Xbox?
That's what the point I was trying to make.
Because none of the exclusive games matter.
Yeah,
Halo hasn't mattered since the fourth game.
Yeah,
it just hasn't mattered.
I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen with Halo Infinite. It might be the second coming of Christ. Who knows?
Yeah, but even so, it's still going to be in the PC. So
yeah, but it's fine. It's what I'm saying. It's just fine because it's getting more.
Because even if you have a PC, you have a Microsoft account, so you can play Xbox games.
Yeah,
because
I have Halo. I have Halo Master Chief Collection on my computer.
I have the Microsoft game app on the computer to be able to play like that.
Yeah,
and I actually have my Xbox linked. My good old horrible old Xbox gamer tag.
Yep.
The stupidest names of all time.
Yep. D shot something.
Yeah. IID shots all day. It's the worst. Gamer tag of all time. Literally the worst gamer tag of all time.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But this generation is probably gonna be interesting though, because like
they have some cool stuff that they're showing.
Yeah, it's like
looks really cool.
Like PlayStation 5 will probably we don't have an Xbox Series X, like we have the PC.
Do you know who's doing that game?
Insomniacs.
Oh, so it's
in the same, it's gonna be the same universe as Miles Morales.
Thank God. It's gonna be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, we have not gotten a Batman in so long, and I need I need a different hero other than Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man, I played a lot. I did a lot of range stuff also, so that fighting system is so nice.
Oh yeah, it's so fluent.
Great. Especially in the Miles Morales.
You know what game I would recommend you if you like the Spider-Man game? You can play it on PC, but you're gonna need a controller for it.
Which is what?
Sunset Overdrive. That's the Predator.
Yeah. That's the first game that came out on the
Xbox One.
Xbox One, yeah.
Yeah, but it's the predecessor to Insomniacs is the Spider-Man game, because they made that game first before Spider-Man. So like all the stuff that's in there is like you will see it, like the wall crawling stuff. Like
when's the new Spider-Man coming out?
Next year, apparently in 2023. I think.
Yeah, I read 2023. Same thing for Wolverine.
Yeah.
I don't know when Ragnarok is coming out.
2022.
Yeah.
The reason that game got delayed was because of Kratos.
No, not next year, Kyle. The year after that. For 2023.
2020. Oh, no, I don't know anything yet.
Yeah.
I know that, like I was going to say, I know the reason that God of War Ragnarok got delayed was because Chris Judge...
It's fine.
What's the reason?
It didn't come out that long ago, right?
Well, people got mad about it because it's the internet.
I mean, it did leave off on a heavy cliffhanger.
Yeah. But
did you play?
I'm almost done with it. I already know what the ending is.
I don't want to.
I already know what the ending is.
Okay.
Like, but the point is, like, Chris Judge was in the hospital during at the beginning of development, and he was in rehab right now, and a lot of people are sending death threats to a lot of people on the dev team. So
yeah.
But I love the developer of God of War Ragnarok, because he said, "Leave my team alone. I'm the one who delayed the game. If you're gonna blame anybody or send death threats, you send to me."
Well, can't we complain about better topics, like complain to EA or Activision, and not leave the good game developers just because they're taking longer to make your good game? Like, it's such a fucking stupid thing.
It's just stupid in general. Can we just
let them take more time? It's gonna be better.
Yeah. Here's a better idea. Why don't we complain about why there's no cure for cancer? I mean, send death threats to doctors. Tell them we want a cure for cancer now.
We do really complain about the stupidest things.
Yeah,
it's so true. Twitter is really bad. Honestly. Yeah, like it's such a bad platform for people.
You know, you want to hear something real funny? Alana Pierce, who's now one of the writers for God of War Ragnarok, I think she's on there. She literally got a death threat from them when it got delayed, and she said it's because of you this game got delayed. A God of War game never got delayed before you came down. And you know what she does on her Instagram? She just takes a screenshot and says, "Guys, I got initiated. I'm officially a game developer."
People are complaining.
You see what the problem with the world is?
So true. Everybody will find something to complain.
Yeah, trust me. I've seen the ugliness of the internet.
Yeah, but and the thing is Sony isn't still at least doing the cool exclusives, you know.
I mean, the only thing I think Sony does that's stupid was Jim Ryan, who's the CEO of Sony, and he goes, "Oh, he's British, so I'm doing it in a very old man British accent. Well, me as a CEO of PlayStation, I don't see why people will go back to those ugly graphics back in the PS1 days." And then 3 months later, he backtracks and goes, "I wasn't talking about video games being old. I was just talking about the comparison from Forza 1 all the way to now." Stupid. Dude, you just say what you're really going to say. Don't just, we would understand. Like, we came a long way.
I'm not going to lie. It's really hard for me to play old games. I'm in that kind of mindset too, where like, I don't enjoy playing old games. I'm going to be completely honest. I enjoyed them when I was young. And also, this comes out a lot with Kingdom Hearts, right? Where,
oh, yeah.
I really don't think that if someone tries to play Kingdom Hearts in the modern day, if you didn't play it when you were younger, you just don't like the game.
Yeah.
That is not a game I suggest to people to get into unless they're like a massive
Disney fan.
person. Exactly. So, like, other than that, it's not a game that I've ever suggested for somebody to play.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I did. When it was like first coming out, and that was like the coolest thing in the fucking world. But like now, that is one of those games that if you weren't in it, you're never going to be into it.
Yeah.
It's weird that there are some franchises like that. Final Fantasy is not like that.
Yeah, that's because it reboots itself.
Yeah, exactly. So, but Kingdom Hearts has always been like that.
Yeah.
If you don't get it, you just don't get it. Like,
yeah. Yeah. But this generation,
I would have loved if they got the 3 on the PlayStation 5 instead of, if they. I don't want to wait any longer. But like, if it came out on the 5, it would have been breathtaking because it already looked fucking insane.
You know, it's actually, a game I cannot wait for that's gonna come on the system. Final Fantasy 16, and it looks really amazing. They're going back to their medieval stuff. Like, we're just getting into multiple tangents right now, so I'm probably gonna put in this video multiple tangents.
I mean, we're still talking about it technically.
Yeah, we just go into tangents in other directions.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I think Kingdom Hearts would have looked great on this console. And I'm sure they're gonna put it on the console. But what I'm saying is, like,
yeah, they just put it on PC. So
yeah, if it was made.
But Final Fantasy 16, because the MMO developers developing the game and they're taking such good care of that game. Like, they're not even. They just showed one trailer and people are like, come on, Final Fantasy 16. They keep like thinking like every state of play is gonna have one. But
have you seen any of the videos for Battlefield?
Oh yeah, I've seen them. They
look ridiculous. Yeah, like because it's like a battle arena, but with like tanks and everything. And then
EA just went, let's just give it a multiplayer flair, and that's it. We're done.
Yeah, like it looks ridiculous. I've seen so many bugs. Like it kind of has like a charm to it, but like it kind of looks funny. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I've seen people doing really funny things with like the helicopters.
I feel, just so you know, I feel like you might like this Final Fantasy game because it's more of an action game, just so you know.
I will see, and it might be the first Final Fantasy game I ever play.
Yeah, like I'll show it to you later. But like,
I've never played a Final Fantasy game because I'm not a JRPG person.
Yeah, and like 14 you might like
because Kingdom Hearts is technically a JRPG.
It is,
but it plays like an action. It plays like a hack and slash.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I was going.
Which is why I don't like most JRPGs because I want them to play like that.
That's kind of like what that one is. Like, yeah, like, and there's like summonings and stuff. The game looks beautiful. A lot of people were like looking at the game and they're like, "Is this Unreal Engine?" I'm like, "No, it's not Unreal Engine." And you know why it's not Unreal Engine? You'll be like, because you know what you have to do every time you show an Unreal Engine game. What? You gotta show the Unreal Engine logo. It's marketing. It's in the contract too. Yeah. I think it's going to be the Luminous engine, which is so difficult to make, but they figured out a way to make it work.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, it looks.
And like I said, if it's good enough, I will try it. Like, if it's different enough, because I'm not big into the old Final Fantasy formula.
No,
but the newer games have looked a lot cooler and different. So
I mean, if you had PlayStation Plus right now, you could actually play the Royal Edition of Final Fantasy 15 and go out on the road with your bros.
Oh, I mean, I finally got to play Breath of the Wild, and that was fucking amazing.
Oh, God, yeah.
But I'm not a big Legend of Zelda person either. Like, I have Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask, and that's it. And those were fine. But also, like, all the other Legend of Zeldas are made kind of different.
They're just like Final Fantasy, so.
Yeah, they're more like Final Fantasy, exactly. Or, but, the combat, the combat's very different.
There's different links and everything. There's timelines. Yeah. It's not like it's a reboot.
And Breath of the Wild just felt like Skyrim with
It just felt so different, though.
Yeah, and I like games like that.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of, like Horizon Blue Dawn.
Think of what other games are coming out on PS4. Like, I know another game that they're focusing on this one. I told you this when we went to IHOP today. They're remastering, well, not remastering, remaking, Destroy All Humans 2, and they were like,
I heard about that.
Yeah, they were like, we're gonna skip this one. We're gonna skip all the hardware. We're just gonna focus on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S, so we can focus on 10 times the detail. So they want to make the game bigger and better.
I like Destroy All Humans. That was a fun game. I played through that.
The remake is like $20 right now. The first one.
Cool.
Yeah, I bought it for 15 actually. I bought it for 15 actually on Amazon one day when it was on sale. I was like,
yeah, no, that's totally cool.
Yeah, like there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things. Oh yeah, Man, we've been going for tangents. I forgot to tell you, there's some games that benefit from upgrades. Actually, there's a patch. Like, for example, Tom, do you like to play God of War? Do you like to play it in 4K, 30 frames per second? How would you like to play it 40K, 4K, 60 frames per second?
Oh man,
They put patches on some of these things so they run smoother.
I don't think people realize how much of a stark difference 30 is to 60.
Oh no, there is a little bit. And also, the fans run cooler.
Most cameras still can't even do 1080p and 60.
Yeah.
So, like I think the Keo like does 1080 and 60.
Yeah, that's the one I'm using right now.
Yeah, and that's really good for the price that it is. So.
Yeah, it does 1080p
60.
No, 1080p 30 frames, 720p 60 frames. But
yeah,
for the video quality we're using right now, it's like
that's what I mean. Most of them don't do 1080 60.
You don't need just 60 frames per second unless you're making a movie.
Yeah. Well, and then it gets crazier.
Yeah.
But I totally agree.
Yeah, there's like a lot of games that I know there's listed that has it. I know Horizon has it.
I love Horizon.
The Tomb Raider third.
Did you play Horizon?
Oh yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
What a game that was. That was
huge.
So much fun.
Trying to think what other games you had a PS.
Dude, robot dinosaur open world RPG with Native Americans.
You know what the problem with that game was for me is when I was playing this while playing Breath of the Wild, and I couldn't choose.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't play Breath of the Wild up until recently because I kept pushing myself from buying a Switch because I usually like to wait until there's a massive games where I like to buy on a console before I buy it, where there's at least like 3 or 4, maybe like just to keep me interested, and so I'm not wasting money on buying the console.
Yeah.
And it finally came to that point where I bought it.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking up all the things that does I can't think of. Yes. Oh God, I can't find the list on here.
All the upgrades.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's not.
No, there's like a lot of good lists. Like I know Last of Us Part 2 is one of those. Which because that game pushed the PlayStation 4 to its limits. No, dude,
Uncharted even more. Uncharted 4 was the first game where like I was breathless. Like I was shocked at how well that game looked.
Wait until the PS5 release.
Yeah, dude. Uncharted might actually be something that I play again.
Just so you know, it also comes with the the expansion too.
It feels like that game came out so long ago.
And they have a movie.
Yeah, with Senor Tom Holland.
Yep.
And
people
Mark
are mad.
Wahlberg.
And people are mad why they look like Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, because this is an origin story. Although I think it's
But the one thing I don't like Mark Wahlberg as Sully just because he doesn't look like an old man really. He looks like another. But it looks like they could both be Nathan Drake.
But the point is they're young. They're supposed to be the younger version, like they first met. And I feel like this is its own movie because they're doing Uncharted.
But they're not close in age, though. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
But Tom Holland is too old, is what I'm saying. Like they look too close in age.
What's funny though, some people are like, "No, he looks like he's early 20, not 25." Like Tom Holland.
No, Mark Wahlberg looks like he.
Mark Wahlberg, I get it. Don't worry.
Like I Sully is supposed to be this like old man, like so like he should look at least a little bit older, like a George Clooney age, kind of like I don't know, whatever.
No, I get what you're saying.
It's a small complaint, like because either Tom Holland needs to look younger or Mark Wahlberg needs to look a little older.
Yeah, don't worry, he's gonna get the mustache by the end.
He better.
Because I mean, look at Devil.
Have you played all the Uncharted?
Of course.
Yeah.
I own them all.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Like, by the way, if you haven't played the one with Chloe, her expansion is going to be part of that PS5
play that. Because, like, I told you I've kind of run dry on games so badly that I'm playing an Ubisoft game.
Yes.
Just because I saw Far Cry. I know.
Play Ratchet and Clank.
I know, I'll get to it. I forgot about it. It was on my list and then I took it off of it. But basically,
that's why I have to discontinue
ready for you. Far Cry 6 is because I saw a video and you have these companions and you could send an alligator on people and I thought that was really funny. So I'm playing it right now. His name's Guapo and you can actually send an alligator. You get companions. One of them's a chicken with like jacked legs. There's like dogs. It's cool. It's all right. Like it's
Ubisoft.
What can you say about Ubisoft other than it's the most like steady okay games of all time?
Yeah, this is what
they're never terrible, but they're never amazing.
Yeah.
It hasn't been like that since the 360 generation, because I think that they did a PlayStation 3 problem where they got way too full of themselves coming into, the next generation, like kind of how the PlayStation 3 did in the beginning, where they were like, $600, $700 console, like, take our money. Like,
no, give me your money.
Like, are
give
you
me money
cracked?
now,
Like, we understand that the PlayStation 2 is the most selling console of all time, but like, come on, like, it's fucking ridiculous. Like,
yeah, and they were selling it at a loss too.
Mm-hmm. Not including handhelds, by the way.
Yeah.
But the actual most selling game console of all time is the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Not counting the DS.
They were taking a $400. They were taking like a $400 loss on those systems, believe it or not.
The PlayStation?
Yeah, the original PlayStation 3. It cost $1,000 per, close to like $1,000 per.
Because
unit.
they put so much shit in it.
Yeah.
And I bought one.
I
bought the second one that has the backwards compatibility.
I found the second one at a store.
I still have it.
I bought that sucker.
It's literally sitting right over there.
I literally bought that sucker.
That is the greatest thing of all time, to have a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 3.
I'm probably going to do a project with that thing eventually.
I need an adapter for the memory card still, but...
Those are expensive now.
I know they're expensive. I mean, it has internal memory, but, if you want to play your old stuff.
Yeah, your old saves.
Yeah.
But, yeah, when you're talking about when you're talking about going to the obvious direction, I went in a totally different direction when I went with Yakuza. Mm-hmm. And me and Tom Lawley love this series. Like...
I'll do it eventually.
Can I tell you something
I gotta look up gameplay about it to see.
Just so you know, this is an RPG, like a JRPG style. Mm-hmm. So it's all turn-based. Just to warn you. But the original ones are like a Grand Theft Auto beat 'em up.
Do you know the only like turn-based game I played?
Which one was that, be?
Stick of Truth.
Oh God.
That is turn-based.
Yeah. You might like this then.
I mean, if it's that good and funny and it's worth it, that's fine.
Oh no, you want me to tell you something that's really funny? Some of the dialogue will make you cringe and make you feel old.
But that's fine, because I love funny games like that. Because one of our favorite games of all time, Saints Row, the franchise.
Yes, which is now on PS5. It's on here.
Oh my God, I might have to play that.
Yeah, we'll go to Target.
I was explaining that kind of stuff.
Tom, after this, we'll go to Target. We'll go get you a copy. It's $20.
Yeah, I mean, I might just buy it digitally because I own it already. So
that's true.
Like, I love to buy physical copies, but if I own the game already, I see no reason for me to buy it.
No, I'm trying to help you save money.
Oh, see if it's the same
price as a physical.
as on the console. Yeah. Because then I might just buy the physical anyway. But and also Target always has
and just so you know, as long as you have like a copy, like a digital copy, guess what? Shoot, digital copy comes in. You're gonna get a digital copy anyway, PS5. Mm-hmm. So it goes into here.
Yeah,
that's the perfect example. That's why I have this. But I beat this game twice. I love it. Mm-hmm. Saints Row the Third, and don't forget that co-op, Tom.
You mean Saints Row the Fourth or Saints Row the Third?
Saints Row the Third is that.
Oh, the third one.
Yeah. GameStop is $15, and
There's a PlayStation 5 version?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Not the fourth one. The third one.
The third one.
I mean, the
third one got remastered.
The fourth one's kind of fucking.
We got into a tangent. Sorry.
Also, the fourth one's kind of out there. So, I mean, we're relating it to the PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
It's still talking about games on the PlayStation 5.
Yeah,
so
but I'm always apologetic. I'm being apologetic.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, there isn't really. We talked about the specs. We talked about controller, the look, the feel. I mean, now we're just talking about like some of the games and stuff that's available.
Yeah, like, and that game looks really good. Just so you know.
Oh, the reason why I bought the console so quickly is because the second that I heard no. I told you. Well, you're the reason that I was able to buy the console.
Yeah, I know.
But the reason why I wanted it so quickly was because when I heard about the specs and that it was backwards compatible, I was immediately wanting to throw my PlayStation 4 out a window as quickly as possible because that console specs were so insanely bad.
Yeah.
Like, the look was okay.
$40. Okay. Yeah, there. I solved your arguments.
Yeah, so the look was okay. Like the games, but like the loading and everything else was such garbage. The controller was great, but like everything else about the PlayStation 4 was bad. So the second I heard this was backwards compatible, I'm like, I want to trade that thing in for $200, put it towards buying this, and then just like,
He went in the opposite. He went in the opposite direction. He bought the system first, then he sold the other one.
Well, because I wanted to make sure that it was real. Because Kyle, I didn't know if I was actually gonna get it or not.
I don't blame you.
The whole time that I actually purchased it, I still was not even believing it was real.
You were like, it's just a dream.
Yeah, or like, not that I think it was that far fetched or like.
No, I don't blame you. I was the same way. I remember when I bought it, and I sent it to the group chat. Kyle, you.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't reserve things like a Chungus, so like
I didn't reserve things like a Chungus either. It just happened.
Yeah, like and whatever.
It was funny though.
I do think that this console is going to get much better as time goes on.
Yeah.
Nintendo doesn't really look like they have a ton planned. It looks like they're kind of just working on their old games, other than Breath of the Wild 2.
It's pretty.
It looks like they're updating some of their old games, like they're adding that one bird to Animal Crossing, which apparently is like the second coming of the game. That one bird from the old game that everybody was really mad wasn't in that game. I don't know his name.
I don't even know either. I haven't played Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I'm not an Animal Crossing.
I haven't played it since the fourth.
But apparently it's the second. They're calling it the second coming. Like
Nintendo.
Because apparently Harvest Moon, like everybody started playing that and just stopped caring about Animal Crossing completely. Because it's Animal Crossing with like a plot.
Yeah.
And I haven't played Harvest Moon either, but I've heard it's amazing.
Yeah, but the best way to say how Nintendo operates, and everyone can agree with me, it's like everyone's now operating in their own bubble now.
Yeah, totally.
Like
they have their own they don't really even schedule like a multiple like we're all showing our stuff like yeah like there's no EA carrying things anymore.
No, it's not just that. It's like how Nintendo like proceeds with their product, like they like that.
Yeah
But
yeah, we kind of find out about things last minute all the time.
Yeah,
but it doesn't look like, other than Breath of the Wild 2, Nintendo has really anything cool coming out. The new Pokemon game is kind of like whatever. It's a new Pokemon game.
I forgot about the next thing that we should talk about. The upcoming VR upgrade for this thing.
What is that? Is it a Sony VR?
Yeah. They're going to be making a PlayStation VR too. I don't know yet. Right now, they just showed with the controllers.
I'm not going to lie. I really want a VR headset. But
I have one.
But currently the price... I don't want one of the crap ones.
No. You want to wait for the new one.
Yeah, I want to wait until... Here's why I haven't bought a VR yet. Because originally when I wanted one, they were insanely expensive.
Yeah.
But you know what usually happens? You give it some time, and then people make a cheaper one, and it works just as well. Or like you buy an old one, and it works just as well. Like you wait until like the generation has moved a little bit, where there's multiple companies doing it, which is already happening.
Yep.
There's tons of companies that are going into the VR, company.
Yeah.
But Sony was the first one to like
integrate it
with their company and like the console and like
and it used Move controllers.
Yeah.
But I actually had I had the second model, and it's so much better. You could hook up
how much was it?
Believe it or not, I got it for $300, and it came with Iron Man.
By the way, for a VR headset, $300 is reasonable.
Especially since you already have
the Oculus is how much? $600.
Well, if you're talking about the Oculus Quest, it's like $300.
Yeah. It's like the Quest is $300.
And I bought that just for exercise.
But that doesn't come with like controllers or anything, right?
Oh no, it came with everything.
For Oculus?
No. Well, no, Oculus, yes, everything.
Yeah, okay.
Controllers, everything.
Yeah.
Oculus Quest.
Yeah, Oculus Quest, yeah.
But I like the PlayStation VR 2. I was like, I want to see more games.
That's the thing. I'm waiting for like the $150, $200 model, because in the $300 range, unless there's
a game bundle.
Yeah, unless there's a game I want so bad, because the only actual good game is Half-Life. You know,
game I should have you play?
What?
Iron Man. No, it's really good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Trust me, you get to be like, gee, we'll do a whole video on it. We'll have cameras ready. We'll push this couch out.
Yeah.
You're going to have to bring me on.
Why haven't we had like an Iron Man game or something else? Like an actual one. That would be a good one.
No, the Iron Man game I've been playing is really good.
But I'm saying like Insomniac needs to get on these other franchises, because they need to play into the fact that the MCU is so fucking popular that
Yeah, and by the way, another thing they did say about the VR, the headset for PlayStation VR 2 is, and I think this is going to be what's going to happen, it's all going to be one wire. No like plug into zip A to zip B, like
needing like a box, adapters, boxes in the top left corner.
Just so you know, if you do have a PlayStation VR, you could order if you give them your serial number for this console, they will give you a free PlayStation camera adapter for your VR headset.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I got mine like within 2 weeks, and I plugged that sucker in. I had to use what do you call it?
Adapter?
No, I used a multi-tap for the front for the USB.
Oh, multi-tap,
yeah. so I can just keep everything in the front. I haven't hooked it up since I left my cousin, since I left my little brother.
Mhm.
My little brother's at my dad's place.
Mhm.
But it has Beat Sabers on there. It has
Yeah, see, that's my problem. Is I'm not a big rhythm person anymore. I used to be huge.
Tom. You would love Beat Sabers. Just think of all the younglings. I could not say that with a. You saw I could not laugh at that with a straight face.
Stop it.
You feel like Anakin Skywalker.
Hey, spoilers for a movie that's
around
10 years old,
20 years
20
old,
years old, like,
close to that.
was it really
15
made in 20 in the 2000s. Oh my god,
2007. I remember when I graduated. That's when that movie came out.
Oh my god, that's
It's a meme too.
it is. I know it's a meme.
But no, there's a lot of good songs on there. Like I have some downloads. Well,
No, I know that there's good music and stuff. It's just I haven't been a rhythm.
I have Linkin Park on there
because I used to. You could still see all the stuff. I was a huge rock band person. I play it literally all the time. We would play Rock Band literally all the fucking time.
Oh yeah.
And Guitar Hero. You know.
Maybe. Like I said, next time we hang out, or if we do a video, we'll just have you play VR and see how you do.
Well, because the store used to have Beat Saber.
Yeah.
You know they should bring it back now that what's the place closed because
Saber VR.
Yeah,
and,
so that they don't have to feel bad.
And the other one.
The reason why they stopped doing it in the first place is because one, it broke and they didn't feel like fixing it, but they really didn't feel like fixing it because they didn't want to step on the shoes. Because the guys were really nice to us. They would always come over and talk about us linking business cards and like sending business over to each other, and like they were like, you guys have all the video games and that kind of stuff. We're just a Saber, like, and we want to do tournaments and things like that. And we're like, okay, it's completely fine. Like we're not stepping on each other's shoes. Like they were always really nice about it. We had a friend that worked there too. But
we all have our people at
they closed down, and now that they're closed, we should definitely get the VR headset back because that was a big seller. People used to love to use that and pay for it. Because Platinum's really cheap. They only do it's like $2 an hour or something like that. Yeah. The headset, the VR, they used to make you pay slightly more.
Slightly
more because it was a little bit more.
No, not slightly. I said say insert plug here.
Yeah, but they haven't fixed it in a long time.
Yeah.
But
I have the Rick and Morty game too.
Mm-hmm. Also, they need a real gaming PC there because they have like Frankenstein PCs there.
They've been trying to get it built. So.
Yeah, like we should talk to Joe about that.
Yeah. Well. We got into Joe made chances about going with the VR stuff, but
yeah. But
the point is like I think my theory is they're gonna use the USB Type C port here as the video and the charge and the power cord. Mm-hmm. Like if I show you the monstrosity of the PlayStation 5, you'll be like, how do you?
Wait, now that I'm thinking about it, this is the only USB-C port in my entire house.
Yeah.
Other than the one that I had to buy for my phone. It's stupid. Yes, this is the only one.
Well, the only other one right now.
I need to get one put in my computer. I'm gonna ask Joe if I could buy one and just get one put in my computer.
Yeah, that might happen.
It's probably really cheap.
Probably isn't that bad.
Yeah, and he could just solder it in. I'll talk to him about it.
Yeah, but anyway, right now, I would not recommend buying it right now due to the prices, but give it a few years.
Yeah, and also, again, with the game catalog, it's not really
that. They're putting all the games onto this.
Yeah, but that's just hold on to your PlayStation 4. You don't really need to upgrade them. Again,
unless you're us.
Me and Kyle just did it because we're big Sony fanboys and we want to play what the next good thing is going to be.
Also, we got super lucky.
Yeah, we found our window to get it and got super lucky and ended up with 2 controllers. The game we wanted to play anyway, which was Miles Morales. Amazing game. 10 out of 10 game.
Yep.
They always
5 out of 5 for me.
Yeah.
I use it's a simpler system.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's like, what's an 8 mean? I'm like the above average, but not. It's a close to perfect. I
get what you're. Okay, all right, 5 out of 5.
I get. That's why I do it like that.
Yeah. So
it's idiot proof.
How about S tier?
That's a good one.
B, A tier, A minus.
Wait, S tier means shit. God damn it, everybody!
Oh God.
No, everybody knows where we're at.
But yeah, the thing is the specs of the console, amazing.
Yeah,
worth buying. But wait a little bit. Wait until there's some more.
Wait until the scalpers are gone.
Yeah, wait until maybe around this Christmas it might be a little bit better because I'm sure they're gonna do a huge surplus this Christmas. I'm
hearing Walmart's hoarding them.
Yeah,
but one of the techniques I just did was I went on Wario 64's Twitch Twitter. I couldn't get into the GameStop thing, so I went through his link and got into the thing.
Yeah, the GameStop thing didn't work well for me. I tried doing it through GameStop and I never got a notification about it.
Yeah. I almost got mine from Kohl's, believe it or not, but then...
Yeah, there's so many stores that had it, and they just sell out.
And here's the best part.
And we're almost a year later, and they're still selling out.
Here comes the best part, though. I would have gotten Kohl's cash from that.
Yeah, because you have the credit card?
No. They would have just given it to you.
Oh, yeah.
I would have been like, $250 of Kohl's. I'm giving it to my mom. Mm-hmm. My mom would have been like, how did you get this PS5?
Exactly.
Like,
but worth it.
We know.
Give it some time. Do not spend $1,000 on this.
Yeah.
It is not worth $1,000.
We both tried to go for our friend Pete, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Did not work out.
No. But it's because
he works at GameStop.
He's a manager, a hire manager.
Yeah.
And he.
We will not say his first. We will not say his last name for business reasons only, and we respect him.
Yes. But yeah, he works at the Monmouth one. Believe it or not, he wasn't there at the time, but he's usually there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, not worth it right now. Give this game some time for consoles, for titles.
But if you do get it though, if you do find a way to get it,
like okay, here's where I recommend it. If you're a huge PlayStation 4 person, which most of us are, because the best games come out on PlayStation 4. If you loved that console, you can sell it and get around $200 right now. Not from GameStop. You have to go somewhere else. Like
if you have modified.
Platinum Star or or selling it online or something.
And just let them know, hey, I'm modifying it.
Even modify. Well, yeah.
The GameStop won't take the modified.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, but if you didn't
modified like a hard drive.
Yeah, but if you loved all the PlayStation 4 games, which because there's a fuck ton and it was amazing, and you want to just be able to play more of them when they come out because the companies are still doing a great job, like Naughty Dog and
yeah, they always keep knocking out of the park.
Yeah, so which is why it takes them so long to put the games out, but it's fine, it's worth it. But if you loved those games and you just want to never have to worry about like a 20-hour download, like unclean gameplay, like bad reaction time, like bad memory space, like this is the console for you. It's worth getting rid of what you have, selling the controller and the console for like $230.
I still have all my controllers.
Taking the $230, buying this for like around like 600 something, and then or the 400 if you want, the non-digital, or if you want the digital one.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
But otherwise, I'd probably stay away from it for now.
Stay away from it, but if you know how to go, like I would say stay away from it as well, unless you know what you're doing, like knowing how to keep yourselves on the alerts and everything. Like that's how I was able to do it, and
And remember, it's a new console. It doesn't have a huge game log right now. Give it some time.
Yeah, and there might be some games that they went, we just decided to give it an upgrade and give it a free upgrade.
Yeah.
Like you'd be surprised. Like this one is a free upgrade. This one isn't. This one isn't because they just decided to put DLC all together. But I had a digital copy, but I got a physical copy of it now.
Yeah, give us the Tsushima.
This one isn't. This one's exclusive. This one is Ghost of Tsushima. $30.
Yeah, but if if you like that game, you're paying for the DLC anyway. So
yeah. Also, like Dark Nexus was one of them that gets a free upgrade. My favorite new JRPG right now is actually Tales of Arise, which has some action-based stuff. Mm-hmm. That one gives you a free upgrade as well. Mm-hmm. Like, and if you want to, there'll be usually a little logo right around here that tells you PS4 to PS5 upgrade, which will let you know it's upgradable compatible. So
yep.
So yeah. But the games cost $70, but that's a different can of worms. One day we probably might talk about that and be like, you already heard how we talk about pricing here, but I think the Sony games are worth it. I think for the $70.
Totally. Yeah.
So like that's my opinion. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like I know there's a lot of people that don't like that, and I
feel like it's hard to argue that
unless you're 2K who thinks their games are justifiably $70 for their first sports games. I'm sorry. Like
yeah.
Actually, believe it or not, before we end this, this will be a fun way to end it. Did you know that a guy on Twitter said, "Wow, it sucks that all these PS5s are being wasted on people that are just playing basketball, NBA, and FIFA games." I'm like, yeah, it is sad. I agree with them. Because there's
all those PS2s sitting in
PS5s
right now.
yeah.
No, but I'm talking about PS2s that people are still playing, like the FIFA 2005, like, you know, the
Brazil.
Yeah, like it's just like the really old, because some people who play those just keep the old consoles and just don't care to upgrade, you know.
Yeah, that's true. But like it's just funny, like just thinking about that. It must be true because some guy.
I've not bought a sport game since the 360.
I have never bought a sports game.
Hey, that's a lie.
Well, if you're talking about sports games, like, you know, what I'm gonna say, like
Super Mario Strikers, Super Mario Golf.
Those are arcade sports games. Those are different. I'm talking about like realistic football action. I'm not talking about those.
I've only bought like one, I think.
Yeah, but they make like a guy from Game Cross who does really amazing YouTube deals. That's how I figure out most of them. Like, I recommend him. Like, he'll just tell you all the deals that's going on right now. He said, yeah, my friend, he was like, yeah, I don't see that much difference between the PS5. Yeah, it's because you bought a game, you bought an annual basketball game that came out every year.
Yeah, it's stupid.
So
he shows photos of FIFA, and it's like, this doesn't feel that different.
Oh, what's the big deal with the PS5? We're gonna lower times, that's it. But
I can't stand people.
Yeah, but that's the world we live in. But anyway, this has been the Mediaverse podcast. Sorry about all the random tangents. We try to make it. We're gonna get better at this. We're gonna try to fix this whole thing right here. We're right now laying in the webcam on a gaming chair on its pillow, which is amazing. I can't believe it's not falling off yet. So we're still trying to work out like a studio setup or something, you know?
Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah. So we're gonna burn one of the rooms in here one day.
All right, yeah.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Yep, peace.